So I just watched Venom 3 The Last Dance, and oh boy, it was a fun ride. Now, you guys might be wondering, is it worth watching? And I will say it is very similar to the first two movies. So if you guys enjoyed the first two movies, you're going to love this one. If you guys didn't like the first two movies, you're not going to love this one. I personally liked it, and I liked the first two movies as well. And this one definitely builds off of those two and I'd say, is better, honestly, yeah. I'm not going to get into spoilers for this review, but I do want to touch on some things, so I'll try my best to kind of work around the spoilers. This movie is not too ambitious. It isn't like a multiverse crazy story. There isn't anything that it's doing that is super new, or it's not breaking the mold. But it's a nice, fun movie just to relax to and have a good time. I personally enjoyed the story a lot. I think it was a lot going on, and it was just very fun and action-packed throughout the whole thing. There was a lot of funny moments, and I really like all the characters as well. Now, there are a lot of characters that get overshadowed by other characters, and there's actually a lot of people in this movie. There's a big cast of people, and some people don't get a lot of screen time. For example, there's these two scientist ladies, and one of them has a really interesting backstory that they could have went into. They touched a bit on, and I was kind of wanting to see more about her, but they don't really have enough time because they've established so many characters, so they kind of swiftly move on. But I will say the ending of this movie leaves that character's like future open, so I'm sure hopefully we'll get some more explanations in the future. But overall, it was a solid story and explores Tom Hardy's character, Eddie Brock, a lot better than the last two movies, I feel like. Obviously, it's a continuation of them, but it dives much deeper into Eddie Brock and Venom's connection and their sort of bond. And it actually left me speechless how well they like bounce off each other, even though Venom is voiced by Tom Hardy. So it's kind of interesting. He's just talking to himself the whole movie, and it works. it's really well, and there's a very strong and special connection there that is explored thoroughly throughout this whole movie. In fact, the whole plot is surrounded by their connection and what makes those two special together. Now, I will say Null as the main antagonist was good, but he isn't really that much in the movie. Like, the movie starts off with him and ends off with him, and there's nothing in the middle about him. We don't even see him at all for the hour and a half of the middle of the movie. But the parts he was on screen, he is very threatening. He is very scary, and he leaves a good impression. So I have been praising the movie a lot, but I will talk about some small plot holes, but I won't be able to talk about them without going into the story. So here's a small spoiler warning about the story. Again, I'm not going to spoil any big things, obviously, but everything I'm going to talk about, you've already seen in the trailers. So, yeah, just move forward with caution if you haven't seen the trailers and you want to go in completely blind. From the trailers, what you saw is Null, which is the creators of the Venom symbiotes, sent these, like, monsters. I forgot what they were called. They're like xenophobes or something. I don't know. It's a weird name that they mentioned, and I kind of forgot. But they send these like monsters to Earth and different like universes to try to find Eddie and the symbiote, because they share a special connection that makes them the key to freeing Null. I will not reveal what this connection is. It's not really a spoiler, but they explain it in the movie. But basically, this connection is what they're after, and anytime Eddie transforms into Venom, like fully, it sends a signal to this monster, and then he like immediately goes after him, and he's super fast. There's a shot where he jumps from the ground all the way to this plane, and it is crazy. They are very OP. And they are very, very strong. So that kind of leaves Eddie in this predicament of he can't really transform into the Venom. So he's like kind of useless for the most part. Venom can still like shoot his like little tentacles out of him and like do stuff and turn into like a horse or something. But the problem with that though is they're also fugitives. So the government's after them. This dude Forgot his name. I low-key don't remember any of the names of this movie. I don't even think they probably mentioned them once in the beginning, but I forgot because so much stuff happened in this movie. Like, it's very action-packed, and the plot is kind of insane. So definitely go watch it. It's really fun. But yeah, they're being hunted by these like special agents of the government. So Eddie has to transform to survive from these people. But he can't transform because the alien's there, and he's going to find him as soon as he transforms. So that's kind of the whole story. One thing that pissed me off, though, is he knows he's a fugitive, and he knows he has to stay low-key, yet he goes to... He does nothing. He does nothing to hide himself. He literally walks out of a bar in Mexico and immediately gets spotted on a camera, and immediately they find him. Like, the special forces come and find him. Like, instantly. He knows. They mention it so many times. He mentions it to Venom so many times that they have to stay low-key and they cannot be seen. Yet he just walks around and then gets caught. Let alone, he literally goes to Las Vegas, which has the most security cameras on Earth, I think. Someone post-editor me, check fact that. Put it like right here. See? I'm right. Anyway, he literally goes there, and then obviously they're all gonna find him there. Also, their like headquarters is literally in Area 51, which is like 20 minutes away from Las Vegas, or I don't know how long that is. He makes a lot of stupid decisions, knowing he's a fugitive. Not only that, but Venom makes a lot of stupid decisions. Venom knows as soon as he's gonna transform, he's gonna get caught by this alien that is literally the most OP thing in the world. Yet he turns into Venom, not to fight people, but to have a dance with Mrs. Chen. That was in the trailers, by the way. It's a great scene. It's really funny. Mrs. Chen is having the time of her life. But, like, as soon as he does that, they get caught immediately by the alien pulls up and they're like, ah! Like, I don't know. There were a lot of stupid decisions that the main character makes in this movie. But, you know what? It's still fine. I'm willing to look past those things because the ending is solid. The last 30 minutes of this movie is so, like, epic and action-packed and intense. And the ending of the movie is actually one I really, really like. Maybe I'll put a spoiler block here just to talk about the ending for those of you who've actually seen this movie, because I do wanna talk about why this ending is really nice. Yeah, before we get to that, here's a spoiler block, because I'm now gonna talk about the ending. If you want to pause this video, go watch the movie, come back to hear me talk about the ending. Feel free to, or if you don't care, we can keep going. But basically, we learned that in order to stop Noel from escaping the prison he's in, either Venom or Eddie, or both, have to die. And Eddie agrees to make the sacrifice with Venom, but Venom pushes him away and protects him and makes a sacrifice himself, which was a really nice way to end the movie, especially after the last 3 movies of their like love-hate relationship, like kind of fighting each other but like also protecting each other, which was really sweet. And even in this movie they expand on that relationship a lot, and it was actually really sad to see Venom go out like that. I did not expect that from a superhero movie, like something that deep. And it leaves Eddie alone. He visits New York, as Venom always wanted to see in this movie. And yeah, they have like these short flashback moments of Venom and Eddie together from the previous 2 movies as well as this one, which was very nice to see their relationship progress. And yeah, he just kind of sits there, and then it ends. Like, it just ends like that, and I was left with, I left it there like, wow, I can't believe they actually did that. Now, I know a lot of people might be disappointed because they thought this would be like a Spider-Man type movie. I know there were a couple like clips going around with Spider-Man fighting Venom, which was completely fake. So if you guys saw that and thought this was that type of movie, I have some bad news for you. This is not. Even now that Venom is gone, I don't think this Tom Hardy's Venom will ever fight Spider-Man. Like either Andrew Garfield or Tom Holland. I don't know which one. But I don't think that was ever the plan for this Venom. This was more of its own kind of story that has ended, which yeah, I think they nailed it, honestly. I was looking at Rotten Tomatoes and they gave it a 37 early review. It'll probably go lower even, which I don't know, man. Rotten Tomatoes is just not it. They gave Hubie Halloween a very low score. Ever since that, I've lost all trust in Rotten Tomatoes. If you haven't seen Hubie Halloween, put it on this Halloween. Get a bunch of friends, put it on. It's an Adam Sandler movie. It is so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. You guys will love it. It's a good movie. Obviously, they're not going for like an Oscar. They're not going for like awards, and I don't think Rotten Tomatoes understands like that. So I don't really like Rotten Tomatoes scale. But I don't know. This was a fun movie. I did like it a lot. Anyway, Venom 3: The Last Dance gets a 7 out of 10 for me. Really fun. It's a really fun movie to go watch with your friends and family. I'm not really a movie reviewer, but if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below if I should do this more often. And also let me know if you're going to watch this yourselves or if you've already seen it and how you guys thought about it. Anyway, that's about it for this. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.